everyone, it's Angel again. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am so excited because it's going to be the first time that I'm going to get to work in my pretty little junk journal that I made. I showed you guys a little bit of it last week, I believe, because I posted a video where I was, not very happy about what happened to the spine when I was gluing down this piece of lace here. And actually I had planned to finish it on camera, and it's still like not, finished, but it's finished enough for me to like start working in and just kind of show you quickly what I did, like the pages that I chose and how I kind of put it all together. So this was the first time that I used my sewing machine to sew in the signatures, and it makes it so much more secure. I'm so happy that I've got that sewing machine now. So really all I did was sew it, since I wasn't going to be sewing it to the book itself, to the spine itself. I just found a piece of paper, thick scrapbook paper, cut it to the size that I wanted it, sewed the signatures as carefully as I could. I feel like I think I made the stitches a little bit too small. I'd like them to be a little bit, I guess, wider. I don't know what the correct, sewing term is, but I'm still learning my sewing machine. And then I was planning to keep these like inside end pages, but it just seemed to make more sense to tear them out and so that I could glue in the paper that I sewed my signatures onto. And so I kept, since the pages that I tore out go together, I'm gonna put this in something different, so that I can, so that I can keep them. So it didn't mess up my plans. So I'm not sure why I glued this. I don't think this is a napkin. I don't really know. Like this is like some kind of decorative linen that I got at an estate sale a couple weeks ago. I don't remember what my purpose, why I wanted to sew it this way, but and I kind of did it inside, not inside out, but I did it like this is the the top part and this is the bottom part. I don't remember why I wanted to do it that way, but I do remember wanting to do it that way. So I don't know. But I still think it's cute. I'm gonna work with it. These are just some paper, and then I glued down crooked, obviously, as you can see. I glued down the original images that were in this book. There were quite a few. I didn't do it in order, but then I did a few stamps here and there. I didn't put any pockets or tuck spots. I don't think. Glued all these scrap papers because these papers that came in a pack, they're they're white on the back, and they bleed through too. The only thing that doesn't bleed through them is pencil. So I'm gonna have to be creative about what I do with these papers. They don't take glue or like wet glue very well either, but I can work with it. So I had scrap papers that I glued down. Like I said, these are this is just printer paper that I dyed with some distress ink, and I don't remember if I used coffee or tea, some stamping. I meant to glue this little ribbon in, which I'll do eventually. Another image of from the original book. Some more paper, printer paper that I dyed with distress ink, either coffee or tea, and some gold paint that I dropped into the water. This is some paper that I bought at an estate sale, which I think is for like printing, like certificates on, like certificate of merit, like those kinds of papers. I put this little Rolodex card there just to add some interest. I sewed in this beautiful envelope that I've had for a really long time. And so I can use that as a pocket. And then it has like another little pocket right here. So that's cute. This is like mixed media paper, I believe, that I dyed with all those other, you know, when I was having that little dye session of all these other little dyed papers that I had. Some more pretty paper, and then another image, original image from this book, dyed paper. Oh, and then I did do like a little tuck spot. I hate this paper, but I just wanted to put it there so that I can remember that I put that paper there. But I sewed in this little piece of fabric that, if you watched my last video, you'll recognize, because I put it in another pocket. So I made this pocket, and I glued this piece of paper, this dyed paper, down onto this. This is like a test run of all the stitches that when I was, you know, trying to figure out really what to do with my sewing machine. I did a little test run, some stamping, some more dyed paper, some more regular paper, some more stamping, just trying to break up the white of this cute gingham printed paper. Isn't it pretty? I love it. And I like this too. I love how dramatic that is. My sister is getting married, and I'm supposed to make her her guest book, and the color that she chose was navy, so I was originally going to use this, but since she's getting married on the beach, I wanted to do like more of a beach theme to her guest book. But you know, so some more collaging with scrap paper. When I chose this, I chose this because it was red, and the you know, the book is red, even though this book is more of a brick red and this is kind of a you know, like a warmer red. I just feel like I'm not really a big fan of the color red in the first place, so I just kind of put this here so I can figure out, like, this music here, so that I can figure out if I'm gonna glue it down or what I'm gonna do. Some more dyed paper with stamping, some more of this thin printed paper. I don't know if you can see, but I stamped on this dyed paper too with some silver ink. Love this paper. I think this is my last sheet of this wood printed paper. And you know, some more stamping, another little paper scrap collage, some more stamping, another image, original image from the book, and just it's kind of how it finishes out. So yeah, I'm probably going to glue that down. I actually like that a lot. I like the contrast of the green and the red. And so that one's the last page, as I showed you. So so yeah, so I did not plan to like do like a full page spread today, but I do kind of want to glue some things down in here just to get myself started. I love her come hither look. I just do. She is on a mission. Oh, I kind of like that. Kind of like her there, huh? And I have some pressed flowers that I pressed a couple weeks ago. These are actually the first pressed flowers that I've ever done, and I love the way they came out. I saw, I think it was Joanna's, one of Joanna's, like an older video where she used some pressed flowers in her journaling, and so I just wanted to include some of that in mine. So I'm going to glue that down, but before I do that, I'm going to put some Distress stain. So, yeah. Hope you guys like it. I'm in love with it. I'm like, I couldn't be happier with it. I mean, hopefully it's going to get me over, not feeling like I want to use my where's my glue stick? My vintage ephemera that I've been picking up at these estate sales. I mean, that's the purpose of this journal, is to use my pretty ephemera and to like get over not wanting to put it in my silly book. Because like, here's the thing, I really don't have a problem using vintage ephemera or cutting up books, unless it's like, really valuable or, really like looks, like personal. But the problem is the only other journal that I had, besides my silly book, was this one, this mini one, which I'll do a flip through of eventually. I'm not quite done in it. I've kind of taken a break from working in it, but that's the only other one that I had vintage ephemera in there. But I haven't been putting much of my vintage stuff in the my silly book, because it's almost like I felt like my silly book didn't deserve I should have oh no, okay, I wanted to put, oh well, let me I meant to put something behind our little friend here, but yeah, I had been hesitating. And then I have this extra fabric tape left over from when I was putting in the signatures the other night. So I will use the rest of that. And yeah, like I said, I don't have a plan. I probably should, but I'm not trying to do like a big spread. I just want to kind of, get myself started. Since there's like ferns on this, I kind of want to put in my, some of my, yeah. My pressed flowers here. Should I put some mod? How do I don't know. How can I do this, y'all? Maybe I'll just put some Mod Podge, like a very light layer of Mod Podge. Hopefully it's not gonna activate the distressing. Oh no, okay, good. So I'm just gonna put like a little bit. It's mostly dry except for a few like random spots. So I'm just gonna, I want to reinforce that with some tape. I don't know what kind I'm gonna use. Should I use this? Let's use some of this. Oh, I could use both actually. Yeah, use both. So, okay. Yeah, that's gonna make me happy. I'm probably not gonna do much else. I just, like I said, I just wanted to give myself a little bit of a start, you know? I like that too. That kind of makes it more, you know, kind of homemade, you know, home, done at home kind of look. Found things, you know. I want to find something to do with my little feathers that I showed you guys that I found. I was actually kind of worried when I found, like, you know, like the four of them at the same time, because I thought, oh, uh-oh, does that mean like a, you know, like a cat killed a blue jay? I hope not, but there are a lot of blue jays hanging around. Bijou, be quiet. I'll just try to think of it as, it just lost a few feathers, you know? So I don't know what else I'm gonna do, really. Maybe put in some ribbons, that kind of, or trim that kind of matches her dress. I think maybe like this one. I like this one. Let's do that one. And I want to put some glue. I mean, I want to use my glue. So, oh. And I have to tell you guys, I have tennis elbow again. If you've been watching me since before I moved, then I told you guys that I had tennis elbow from throwing the ball for my dogs constantly, and you know, I have it again. But it's not from throwing the ball at the dog park, because we don't really go to the dog park around here very often. I only go once in a while. I take them for really long walks, and you know, they have a really nice yard to play in now. But and a lot of people don't allow their dogs to play like that in the house, but my dogs can do whatever they want. They play fetch in the house. Well, Mouser does. He plays fetch in the house. I kind of like that. So this is just a little something in the page, you know, not in the page, just a little something in my new book. I just wanted to do something small. I mean, this isn't something you know, too elaborate. I'd like to do more to it, but I just wanted to give myself a little bit of a start, you know. The piece of rose petal that that fell off that envelope that I found on the floor. So let me see if there's something else I could kind of do. Maybe something like that. You know what? I'm gonna just cut that like that. Not really a fussy cut, but that's kind of like a lazy way to fussy cut something. Yeah. Yeah, oh, I like that there. I'm going to put that there. I'm not very talkative today, I know, which is probably like a relief for you. You know, but I'm not very talkative today. I'm a little bit tired. Not for really any reason. I haven't been feeling very well today. Well, today and yesterday, actually, to be totally honest. It's like I don't want to cover up how beautiful, you know, the folds of her dress look. You know, I want her to be the focus of the whole thing. But I could make like a little, I don't know. I feel like I want something in the corner. I just don't know what exactly. I don't know. Oh, I know. I could use some of my flowers that I made, y'all. I was gonna put some words, like some, you know, like funny words, but I couldn't really find any. Oh, here's a sort of a half doily. I could put that down, but then I would have to like pull this up. Well, why can't I pull that up? Of course I could. So let me put that, I'm gonna put that doily there, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, the squirrels in my backyard are back there making babies like every 5 minutes. Like, I'm not kidding. And I'm not just saying that, and I'm not trying to like shock anybody or, you know, pretend to be a prude or anything like that, you know, but it's just funny because they're making my dogs crazy. And like, you know, everyone in my neighborhood on the Nextdoor app there, you know, they all post, you know, who they use to like get rid of their squirrel problem and stuff like that. And of course, my husband and I, you know, we love animals, so it's like if a squirrel wants to live in our backyard, like of course they can live in our backyard so long as they know that the dogs are going to chase them. I mean, I'm not going to go and like get rid of a squirrel's nest. Like, I mean, people have a right to do whatever they want to do. Or if you've got, you know, like a garden or something like that, and you just want to move, you know, humanely, you just want to move like a squirrel nest or kind of, you know, try to deter them from coming into your yard for whatever reason. I mean, I'm not going to say anything bad about that, but, ooh, that's nice. But like, it's like they all know, and they've told all of their little, you know, friends and cousins that at our house, they're going to be safe, you know, in our yard. Like, because, do I want to put that there? Like this? Cup of tea? White berry blossom wine. I kind of like that. I'm going to put that there. Maybe this. But then it's going to cover up the bottom. Maybe like that. Yeah, we'll do that. And, maybe I won't put that there. I don't know. But yeah, it's like they all know that they can come to our trees and they'll be safe. So long as they can outrun the dogs, they'll be safe in our trees. But it drives my dogs insane. Like, my dogs are like rage barking like a couple of banshees, you know, every 5 minutes because of these squirrels. And it must be like mating season or something, because these squirrels, like, they are not holding back in their lovemaking, and I am not kidding. I ought to get it on camera, but put it on my Instagram. Like, do I want eggs? Or do I want a label? I mean a tag? Or 2 tags? Kind of like that tag. I think I'm just gonna stamp this tag and do I want that there? I don't want that there. So I'm gonna stamp something on that little tag I just had in my hand and glue it down and maybe put some more trimming around. Do I want to put some of this fabric? I do want to put some of this fabric. Hopefully this glue will be good enough. My stick glue. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I want to emboss something on this little tag. We'll see if it works out. I don't know if it's going to or not. But I think it would be cute if I did. So I'm gonna use this dark green. I gotta get everything ready because this ink dries really fast. So I'm gonna I wanted to use a different stamp, like the one that I have that's like this, that I got like at, you know, like close to the checkout at Michael's, I think, but I can't find it and I'm eager to get this done. So hopefully this is gonna work. We'll see. I don't know. This powder is actually not the one that I intended to pick up, but it's okay. I think it's still gonna work, y'all. But it came out kind of patchy, which is actually kind of cool. That wasn't what I had intended, but still came out cool. Let me try another one. Okay, so I'm gonna try it again on this one, just to see which one that I like better. So I'm gonna just try it again just to see. So hopefully this will come out different. Well, I think I'm sure it's going to come out different because that is the one that I used for this little tag was more like, you know, like crystally, and this one's more fine, or this one was more coarse, and the powder that I used for this one is more fine. So I'm still learning how to emboss, y'all. Two different powders and two different effects, or two different, you know, finishes. And I've got glue all over my fingers, so everything's like sticking to my fingers, but I actually like them both. I like them both. I just need to see which one I like better in my page. Okay, so I just have to decide which one I want. Which one I want and where. Maybe I'll put this one on this page and that one on that page. I don't know, but I feel like I like, you know, because it stands out more. I'm not even going to distress this. Well, maybe I'll edge it a little bit in, well, that's Tattered Rose. Let me get Festive Berry. Yeah, that's pretty. So I'm just gonna edge it, and that's pretty. Now I want a piece of this lace for sure somewhere. So I want to put some of this lace here, but I don't know where my stapler is. I think I may have left it in the kitchen when I was doing something. So I don't know. We'll see if this will hold it. Hopefully it will. At least for now. I can always come back with the stapler, but I just want it to stay in place right now. At least just long enough for me to finish this page. Because I do love this piece of lace. It's so pretty. And I'm going to put that tag there. Love that tag. There we go. Okay. So anyway, what I was saying is, like, I know I'm not very... I feel like I don't have very many interesting things to tell you guys today. I mean, do I ever have anything really that interesting to tell you? But I don't feel very talkative today. I don't know. I have a lot on my mind. Nothing bad. I just kind of wanted to do some quiet work. I probably should have done, like, you know, like a music sped up kind of page today, but and I like doing those. I don't know, I didn't feel like editing one. I've been playing around with the music though. Hopefully you guys like the music that I have been choosing. I always try to find like music that sounds, you know, kind of pleasant and happy, you know. Maybe it doesn't really match what I'm doing, you know, in my art, but I just like, you know, I like music that sounds, at least for my videos, I like music that sounds, you know, happy. So I kind of like that. I'm gonna fold that over. So yeah. So I'm sure I'll come back to this. I'll definitely come back to this. It's still, I mean, it's pretty much mostly dry, but I feel like if I go over it with Mod Podge one more time, I'm gonna feel more, it's just gonna be more secure. But yeah, I even had more. I thought I would be doing more today. I've got like a bunch of my ephemera out because I was like gonna go, you know, I thought I would do more, but I kind of just got lured in by our Seductress here. I might actually go in one of my books and cut out some words, you know, for her to say. Maybe something, you know, something kind of cute and funny. But yeah, I feel done. I feel like this is really pretty. I'm really happy about this page. I'm happy about my new Honey Bunch Junk Journal. Super happy about it. So excited to finally get to work in it. Been wanting to work in it for a while. I mean, well, ever since I bought it, been wanting to work in it. So yeah. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll come back for more. Please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be working on this a lot in the next coming weeks. I've got an ephemera hunt coming up. I was gonna go this weekend, but I think I have decided instead of this weekend, I'm gonna go next weekend. There's a sale coming up next weekend that I'm really a lot more interested in. Then I'm gonna put that down while I'm doing the outro for this video. But yeah, I'm not going to go this weekend. I'm going to go next weekend instead of this weekend. But keep watching because I'll be working in this video. I'll be working in this junk journal again really soon. I'm going to probably do one more page in my silly book before I kind of retire it for the summer. I'll do a flip through of that. I've got some more watercolor ideas coming up, and I wanted to do another bird watercolor, you know, learn to draw and paint with you guys, that I'd love to do. So yeah, so stick around and keep watching, and until I see you again, go out and make something or do something that makes you happy and brings you joy in your life, and I will see you in the very next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.